His name is Seamus Stackpoole, and he wants to do stand-up comedy. Let's meet Seamus Stackpoole.
Hello, Helix. Lovely to see you all here. Thank you to Angus for the lovely introduction. But you probably heard of me before. I'm Seamus Stackpoole. I'm a very big Irish comedian. I'm a huge Irish comedian. I am a massive Irish comedian. And I can tell by the looks on some of your faces, you've already twigged I'm not talking in terms of fame, fortune, or DVD sales. I'm talking in terms of sheer weight, volume, and mass. I'm a bigger lad, folks. I know it. I couldn't hide that from you. I'd have to have a lorry pull up in front of me to hide that fact from you. I know I'm a bigger lad. People say if you're bigger and you don't want to be so big, do the healthy eating. Healthy eating, not so keen on it. I see it in the canteen every day of the week. You probably see it in your own canteens. I call it Lunch Wars. Lunch Wars starts on Monday with Barry. Barry comes in with 5 leaves of lettuce, 3 cherry tomatoes, and just a bit of ham. And everybody's there, look at Barry's lunch. That's a very healthy lunch Barry's eating. And then Barry gets topped. Barry gets topped on Tuesday by Mary, because Mary comes in with a rice cake with just a suggestion of Marmite on it. And everybody's there, look at Mary's lunch. That's much healthier than Barry's lunch. Good on Mary. But then it's Greg. Greg on Wednesday. He comes in with a massive lunchbox. Huge lunchbox, puts it on the table, ka-thumph. Loud enough for everyone to hear. And he looks around, making eye contact with everyone at once. And he opens the lunchbox and he reaches inside. And what does he pull out? He pulls out a photograph of some broccoli. And he licks it. Only once, because it's going back in the lunchbox for lunch on Thursday. He wins Lunch Wars. I'll never win Lunch Wars, folks. Healthy eating, not for me. People say, if you're not going to do the healthy eating for your weight, go to the gym. And they say, if you go to the gym, work on your core. They say things like, nuke the core, warp the core, blast the core. All of that sounds horrendously painful to me. I'm not going in for it. But it's true. They say you should work on your core. It's the advice they give. And that is great advice if you have a core. This isn't so much of a core, it's more of a central hub. If this was a core, it'd be a core made out of whipped chocolate fondant, wrapped in a rich biscuity shell, covered in hazelnuts and milk chocolate. I'd be a walking, talking Ferrero Rocher. But still, they say you'll feel good if you go to the gym. Like, you go to the gym and you'll raise your serotonin levels, you'll raise your endorphin levels. You in the back row, I see the confused look on your face. I don't know what those words mean either. But they sound good. But you don't feel good going to the gym, because you go to the gym and you see these gym creatures, these people built from the ground up out of muscle and lung capacity and fitness. They look like lions. I go to the gym and I look like Garfield. Several hundred people here, not one of you disagreed with that sentiment. Thanks for that, folks. But no, you see these people, these gym creatures, and you see them on the treadmill, and they're there for an hour on the treadmill, and they get off the treadmill, and there's not a bead of sweat in their brow, there's not a hair out of place. And I know this sounds strange, folks, but they actually smell better after an hour on the treadmill than when they started. They're strange. And you want to know, Seamus, what are you like in the gym? I tell you, I'm red-faced, I'm sweating. It sounds like a lung's going to shoot out my nostril. And I'm ashamed to say it, that's not after an hour on the treadmill. That's just trying to get through the turnstiles at reception into the gym. But no, I've told you the truth, I don't do the healthy eating. I don't do the gym, but there is something I try and do for just health and fitness, and I run. Now, folks, if you're having a hard time picturing me running, just take a common toy shop slinky and wrap it in bacon and then push it down the stairs. That's what it looks like to see me run. But if that's not enough for you and you really want to see me run, show me that bacon wrap slinky and throw it. Then you will see me run. Folks, you have been a lovely audience. Thank you very much.
Well done, Seamus. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Brilliant timing, brilliant pointing of every word, every phrase. A lot of work gone into that routine, and very self-deprecating, which is a great trait that we, the Irish, appear to have. You were the youngest of 4 children.